Okay, here we are, Matthew Russell Lee, Inner City Press, here at the Southern District of New York Courthouse today, Friday, April 10th, 2026. The jury has the case in Live Nation. We're heading in, and it was a very long jury instruction. Yesterday were the closing arguments. Kessler went first and used his, I'm analogizing him to, it was a kind of a Bernie Sanders voice, which is strange because he's a big corporate lawyer, but I guess antitrust is a strange field, as I'm learning. He hammered away. Boiling frogs, velvet hammer, robbing them blind, baby. That's a Slack message that may well cost the company quite a bit of money. The problem is, are they trying to break it up anymore, or is it just a matter of payola to states, and including states that are refusing to answer FOIA requests? Maybe they're doing it because they don't have enough. They're claiming they don't have enough resources. Texas, for example, in order to assess whether they're doing the right thing on Life Nation, whether they're pushing for enough. And some other things that we asked them about. They want $2,500. South Dakota doesn't want to give any documents. And they say you can't appeal electronically. It's got to be mailed. We've appealed electronically, and we may do the other two. But in 2026, it's a joke. But today could be the verdict. There will be notes, at least. Some have said, like, antitrust deliberations don't usually go very long, given that they're civil cases. But we'll just have to see. We have a third book queued up. I'm not going to tell you the title. It's different. The first two were called Ticket Monster. This one may have a slightly different. Maybe that was a little too cute. It's queued up. Just needs the verdict inserted. So we're moving on. Yesterday was the Diddy appeal. We live tweeted it, so you can read that. That would probably be more than any analysis that I'm going to give of it. But in the Diddy appeal, now I've seen it reported that the judges were torn. Maybe they were. They definitely went a long time. Nardini, there was a guy from the International Court of Trade. We're going to get to that in a moment. And Judge Marion. And they did have a lot of questions, but they did begin by asking Alexander Shapiro, doesn't current Second Circuit precedent say that this quote-unquote acquitted conduct can be considered? And isn't your only hope to lose before the panel and then take it en banc or to the Supreme Court? And she said, we're preserving it. So this was a very telling exchange. But there was a lot of other stuff, and you can find it there. We've turned the corner. And so the financial one is actually going to be legal financial. This morning, in a few short moments, amid the Live Nation jury deliberations, the International Court of Trade, just down the street in Foley Square, will be hearing oral arguments on the new Trump tariffs. And I think we're going to try to live tweet it. So check it out. It could be a little dry for this audience, but it's important. And we're going, particularly next week, we're going big picture. Watch this space. UN. Now, so, of course, we put in questions, of course. No answers, an absolute shit show. I'll say it. It's reached that point. Antonio Guterres has been on vacation for 4 days, and the journalists haven't even asked. Not only not asked where he is, they've written stories as if he's there, as if when he says he expressed deep concern, as if he were inside the UN expressing concern. No one even knows where he is. It's the most unaccountable. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. But the U.S. is now proposing a new SG. No, they don't have a candidate, unless Rafael Grossi is their candidate, which he's trying hard to be, but untransparent. No, they have a candidate for World Food Program. Cindy McCain is having some issues. She's stepping down. People are bemoaning that the guys from South Dakota, I'm having a FOIA fight with them, and no problem with that. My question is, what's the U.S.'s plan on the SG race? Are they going to wait to the end and then come up with a South Dakota guy? Or is Grossi really their guy? Or do they just not care? Do they just want to claim they're reforming when they have reformed absolutely nothing? And they've allowed the place to be as censorious as it ever was. If this is the last podcast vlog of the week, have a good weekend. And you're going to be seeing a new approach next week. Or at least something new. To be continued.